quiet that is. Alright. Alright, Maddie, don't mess with that. And I'm am I on time? 3 minutes to go. Alright. Okay. And I have a Twitch notification. Is it that I'm live? Yes, it is. Okay. I don't need the chat window. Sorry, folks. I don't know what that noise is. Alright. What does this sound like? 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 Alright. Alright. I think I fixed my echo problem you guys were hearing. At least I hope so. I don't need 2 or 3 echoes, and I think it's because, well, I had the phone feed turned on, and I have the iPad. Okay, there's no audio from the iPad preview screen. Nothing. My phone is turned off. Chat window is up. And as long as everything doesn't slide off of where it's resting, and I can access my keyboard, we should be okay. I really should take a picture of my attempted setup. Not that I have a rig. It's just my placement of the TV, the control, just everything is really weird. Okay, let's turn my huge TV off that I can't use to play games, just because then I can't see the HUD, which I would love to use, but then I can't see what's in the left hand corner, and I have trouble seeing that on this smaller. I think I have a 22-inch that I use for gaming. Alright. Oh my god, my iPad isn't going to stay where I want it to. I don't really need my phone next to me anymore. That's at 100%. Unplug the phone. iPad's at 90. Okay. Like I said, I've got to find a better way to do this. The thing is, I'm trying to lean the iPad onto a desk drawer that, of course, I've opened up to lean it in there, and then I need to be able to reach my keyboard that's in front of the TV. And again, everything is within like 2 feet of each other. I am boxed in for visual ease of access here. But, right. We're 2 minutes into my time I said I was going to start. I think the one view is actually me. However, this is why I should pull up my own feed, right? Well, it doesn't, okay. Because I'm not logged in as someone else, it doesn't give me an extra view. So, okay, having my phone turned on is useless. Alright, let's get in here. I'm glad to see people are watching my on-demands. I love to see that. That people watch my on-demands here. I actually get more on-demand views from this side of things than I do YouTube. Which is pretty cool. I got a lot of follows, according to the filter, that I think I've banned because they were bots, but they still show up in my follower list. So, okay, but let's try to only focus on my chat window. And I still don't have my stuff turned on, because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Like I keep saying, I've picked my sound bites that I wanted for my alerts and saved the changes, yet I've not heard them. So, okay. I tried this the other night, didn't go so successful, something happened anyway. I deleted that stream. I never uploaded it, but this is leg 3. I'm just double checking. Granted, I can't change the plan now with redoing it, but there's not a whole lot here. Alright. I need to know when to take over the plane. Okay. We're pretty much hugging the coastline for most of this. Alright. No parking spot. I'm not messing with the parking spot, although I think I have one. We have some on this end, but we have none on that end. What is the runway we're landing on? I don't know how to read these yet. So, are we landing on the runway closest to this blue line? I'm asking nobody. But, is it runway 10? Or are we landing runway 28? I think we're landing runway 10. Because I believe it says we're taking off runway 7. And runway 7 is this, the further end. Okay. Can I change this without ruining my flight plan here? Okay, so that's 10. If we go on to runway 10, this is what happens if we go to 28. Okay, we got a 54. Oh, 17 knot wind at 54 degrees. So that brings us in that way. At 54 degrees. So that's just slightly north-northeast. So wind coming from the north-northeast at 17 knots. And we wanna go into the wind. So we should be runway 10 for landing. I think is us landing into the wind. And what do we have down over here? We have at 60 degrees 15 knot winds. So at 60, that's still north-northeast. The wind coming from that direction into our face. So yeah, we want to take off from runway 7. Okay. Alright. I'm trying to figure out how to read this stuff and do stuff the right way. Granted, I'm not going to fly the hand fly or use this stuff the proper way, but if I read that correctly, it's 15 knot headwind from 60 degrees. And we kind of want the wind coming at us, even though it's more of a crosswind. Alright, you know, we'll try a cold and dark. It's the 172, I know how to start it up. Alright. And one of these days, now, okay, on the tablet, I have the webpage pulled up. Twitch webpage. You know, I'm logged in and everything, or else I wouldn't see what I said I'd see. Earlier I hit the raid. I picked the channel I wanted, but I don't think I had anybody but me in. I still didn't have the option to start raid or raid now. So, I don't know. Alright. Make sure we have the fuel turn on, center. Fuel valve is on. Auto mixture, yeah, I have that stuff turned on. Alright, we want alternator and battery. Avionics masters. Both on. Okay. And we're not ready to announce taxi, but okay. Lights. We want strobe. Come on. Strobe, nav, taxi, beacon, and then clear prop. Are we good to go? I think so. Alright. Let's get our taxi clearance. Or am I? Okay. Brake released. runway 7 and I don't know which direction I gotta be going here. Alright. I think we can just take off from here. Flap 7. Full power. What the heck? Something's going on with the controller. My throttle was not stable. Let's restart. I was holding the A button down and it was, the throttle was decreasing. Alright. Let's see if the AI has any better luck, but that's weird. What? I was supposed to do that? Was I supposed to push back? I didn't know you could push back. Oh, we're supposed to taxi and then take off? Maybe that's what it is. It looks like we're taxiing and turning around, maybe. Okay. Flaps are down. What gives? Okay. I don't know what's going on. See? In my streams, we waste more time doing nothing than we do doing something. And usually when we start doing something, it ends with a nothing. How many times have I done these free flights and, I've not actually landed anywhere? I think that's every time. Alright. No picking a parking spot. Let's just go. Alright, folks. You know what I like to do? Well, what I like now that I got this is yeah, I don't have many people on my Discord right now, and I probably need to post in a larger the Wolfpack community when I'm doing my lives. I know like 6, maybe less than 10 people, like 5 or 6 people probably get these messages that I'm live, and they're usually busy doing other things or whatever they're doing. I'm handling this, so make sure break off. Flaps are at 10. Let's give it. Let's go. I'm gonna wait till we're at 600 feet before I retract. Oh. Okay. Apparently that happened by itself. I didn't know I had that it could do that. Alright, co-pilot's aircraft. The biggest problem I've had with flying these islands is the altitude that I seem to have to start getting. Having to figure out in a pinch or obstacles to go around. You know, we weren't really getting much help from the wind there, so maybe I wasn't into the headwind. But the game set it up for me to take off that way. I believe if I turned it around, we would have had a tailwind, which would have been more troublesome taxi on takeoff. Wow, we're definitely hitting pockets of turbulence, because I think we just dropped there. Don't know how that this is supposed to only be a 30-minute flight, so this could be a quick stream. I did take a nap earlier. Oh, just because I'm just not getting over this whatever I've got going on with my head. And, I had no reason to really be awake earlier. I did my stream of train driving on the Long Island Railroad this morning. It's not planned to do 2 streams a day, but I said it this morning. It kind of breaks it up that I kind of, most days of the week, with Nate streams, and I like to be in his streams for the whole duration. I get on and I do my streams for 2 or 3 hours before he gets on. You know, like I took a break, got something to eat, went outside. I could have gotten back on early. There's other things. Saturday morning I will not be streaming, probably. Because I'm gonna try and join group flight. Speaking of group stuff, What do I want? General. Traffic. Yipe, yipe, yipe. Yep. Doggy, doggy, doggy. Show multiplayers within. I guess I need to turn this on. Save that. Data. Multiplayer. All this is on. Okay. Okay. I think. What is this? Online functionality? Why is that grayed out? I don't know why that's grayed out. Oh, I didn't even save. Check to save that. Oh, okay. Sound, graphics, miscellaneous. I lost the cursor. There we are. Okay, nothing there. Accessibility. I believe that's all. Is there something I need to set here? I don't think so. Okay. That's set. And according to we're live, but I don't know about other players. I guess I should test that on 24, huh? Maybe I'll do that when I get off here. Maybe we can switch, and I'll just check it out. Okay. I need to make sure multiplayer is working correctly. And it looks like everything's turned on for multiplayer. Unless I have to be in a specific group. I'm not sure. Maybe it's, I have to invite friends? But I should be seeing nameplates. But maybe not. Okay. Oh, there's some. We're hearing air traffic. I'm not seeing nameplates. I'm not seeing nameplates, though. Points of interest. Okay, everything is that. Traffic. AI aircraft density is up that. What do I need? AI offline and choose whether to populate the world with AI trip. Real-time online simulate world traffic. This option requires a persistent. But then there's AI offline. And then there's off. Disable AI traffic. AI generate artificial traffic and use the settings below to customize traffic density. Choose to populate the world with AI traffic. Real-time online simulate world traffic. Okay, so that needs to stay on. Show multiplayer aircraft within close proximity. Okay. Adjust whether to display multiplayer aircraft when they are very close distance, for example. If this option is deactivated, any multiplayer aircraft in close proximity to you will be temporarily hidden from view to prevent visual obstruction. Okay, adjust whether to display multiplayer aircraft with. Okay, so I want this on, huh? So it shows within close proximity. Where is the nameplates? Under data, multiplayer. Connect to multiplayer services. Other players you see in flight are determined by your flight conditions. They're off. Okay. So I want multiplayer on. Live real world traffic. Photogrammetry. I guess this is a new feature that might be coming. The connect thing. But nameplates. Is it miscellaneous? This is gonna drive me nuts because I don't know where the nameplate is. Graphics. It's not under camera. Flight model. It's not there. Yes, apply changes. I don't know what I made. Assistances. That's not it either. I feel so dumb right now that I can't figure that out. Alright. Maybe there is no live multiplayers over here right now. But we have the AI. I can't even pronounce that if I wanted to. Alright, what do we have here? Ooh, sorry, I'm hitting the... We got turbulence, that's for sure. Ferry? Is that a ferry port? Yeah, look at that wind we're dealing with. That slight crosswind. But, we're on our magenta line, according to the displays. Do I even have this set right? Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, so the goal. Not that I have a goal going streaming, but how long does it take before I get one of those infamous messages that I have to ban? Alright, we might have a problem coming back across these when we turn and come back. But, we'll deal with that. Hopefully I can... Again, what someone was saying earlier in a stream I was watching is, AI pilot, or, autopilot's great. It makes the job easier, but don't rely on it. And if you guys have watched this, I try to use it just because it makes things easier for me to fly and enjoy what I'm doing. But if need be, I take control. Right now, you know, I got the co-pilot on. But if need be, yeah, I do take control. Okay, so we gotta come back to that, don't we? The ferry. There's a ferry port. I don't know if we hit that landmark just now or not. And I don't know where we're about to head. I really should be doing these in 24, but they probably look beautiful. I don't know, folks. I don't know if there's a way you guys can give me feedback post them going up and they're on VOD here on Twitch. On YouTube, you guys can leave comments. Should we do the same thing in 24? I can program a GPS flight a lot easier than I could if I'd use and switch it to an IFR flight. Although I need to plan, I would actually need to plan these IFR flights, because a lot of times we ended up in the clouds. I'm not seeing nameplates. I don't know. I know it's in there somewhere. And that's what's driving me nuts. I know it's in here somewhere. I could have swore it was under traffic. Yeah, right there. Nameplates on. Okay. AI traffic density is 100%. Okay, it's on. Well, okay. Just show traffic nameplates. So that's anything. Multiplayer or AI. We're hearing traffic calls. ATC's telling people to look out for others and all that, but I'm not seeing anything. Let's see if, maybe I need to turn the vicinity off. Show multiplayer aircraft in proximity. Adjust whether to display a multiplayer aircraft when they are at very close distance, for example, information or stunts. If this option is deactivated, any multi-aircraft proximity to you will be temporarily hidden from view to prevent visual obstruction. So I don't want it off, do I? I want it on. But nobody's within 10 nautical miles of me? Is that what it is? Alright. I'm done. No? Now I'm just trying to pad out the flight time. Ah. Oh, man. So every time I start a stream, it says one viewing. That's gotta be because I have the preview window up. So I count as one viewer. Okay. And look, we got something light. I believe there's an airfield up here. But I think we gotta turn left. I mean, we gotta make a right turn. There's a waypoint out there in the water, supposedly. I didn't even know there was one when I picked my waypoints. But yeah, we gotta make a right turn here. Yep, there's an airfield. 2 runways. Or 1 runway. But at least that one's an asphalt one. And there's the clouds. And that down off is a church is down there, and over here is, I guess, the name of the bay, or the beach area right here. Not really a beach down there, is there? It's all rocky. Looking for nameplates. Don't know if I've got to take control here. So we're heading that way. And I didn't file an IFR, so I can't ask for anything, can I? Oh, yes I can. There we go. Hopefully, I don't have to take control now. Hopefully. I say that. I'm glad I was able to do that this time. We're gonna need it right now. I hope we get a 500-foot warning. Granted, I might be too late if I've gotten it. You said climb to 9,000. What are you doing, co-pilot? Yeah, co-pilot. What are you doing? Doing with those drafts. That's what it is. Look at that. Wow. Can you imagine? It's coming back across with my have a problem. I hope it's not canceling my flight plan and making me go straight to the airfield now. Doesn't look like we are just yet. I don't know why we're descending. Our destination is there. And wow, I'm surprised they're making us go this way. What's going on? I think it might have changed the flight plan when I filed the IFR. I'm not sure, but I think it did. No, okay, we're going to the right. My aircraft. Your aircraft. Alright, there we go. So there's that church we got past before. Now we're coming across back to LAG flag. Why does that sound like a landing approach? But we gotta get over this. you can tell we're flying with turbulence and up and down drafts. So I bet this hook's better, definitely a whole lot better in 24. At least you'd think so. Well, I think because I went IFR, we might have cut some of the flight plan. And I have no way of flight plan. Get out of my way. Alerts. Flight plan. I guess we hit every waypoint. Okay. Let's keep an eye on this, because I think this is where I could have swore there's stuff back down the south side of the island. Maybe we hit every waypoint. I think we're at a lower, the airfield is a lot lower elevation than this. I think we're about to see a problem. I think I am going to have to correct here in a minute. But I'm watching. But I think part of the flight plan got cut. But we'll take a look. I can reload the flight plan. I won't refly it, but we'll look, because I gotta plan our next leg. And I'm making it my aircraft because I want to make sure we don't slam into this mountainside here. And I'm barely doing anything with the stick. Alright. Co-pilot's aircraft. At least for a minute or so. Yeah, I don't think we have the... It's my aircraft. I don't think we have the... Oh, I couldn't do anything about that. Oh my god. I'm not restarting. I think that's what happened the other night that you guys didn't see. The exact same thing. Alright. You know what? We'll just alter that flight plan. But I'm not gonna. We'll do it from here. Okay, so the church. We're gonna take off from over here. Yep, we're gonna depart from here. And do another one. Okay, and arrival. Okay. So we hit that, the ferry terminal, and we're coming back this way. So we did fly over this airfield. Well, I just don't remember. I don't recall us seeing it. But, because we took off from here. Right? Right, okay. Okay. Well, yeah, this, the church. East, the volcano, and that. And just for safety, we're going to do low altitude IFR. Okay, well, now we gotta add these back in. What's the departure procedure? We're gonna go 5. Is there an arrival? No. Approach. Automatic. Arrival direct. Okay, so we're just gonna go direct with the departure. Okay. We need to raise this. Let's raise this to 5,000 feet. Hopefully we get over the mess. Alright. Everything is live. Okay. Or do I do all players? That's all, okay, so that's live players. This is all players. Other players will be visible if they have also set their multiplayer setting to live player and they share the same air traffic settings. Recommended for a more authentic sim experience. Okay. All players will be visible regardless of their settings unless they have set multiplayer to group only. Do I want live or all? Okay. Live traffic, air traffic specific such as aircraft type, Location and behavior will be based on live data. AI traffic will be set to pre-existing patterns, air traffic density. Oh, okay, I want that on AI, that on all, and weather on live. Okay. This is the settings we want. All players, AI, and that. Okay. And I've got this set for 5. Oh. No, I wanted 5,000. 5,000. There. Okay. Should we try a cold and dark? Okay. Let's save this part of the flight. And that was HI. HI. Plan. I forget what FLT is. But I know what PLN is plan, so. Alright. I picked IFR flight this time. And we're at a parking spot. So. Well. Okay. Now, and there was scenery for this. I am not going to attempt this. Let's see what craziness the co-pilot will get into. See, how are you doing that? Is there a way to feather the thing? Because they're back. They pushed back without the pushback. I don't know how to do that when I'm controlling the aircraft myself. Now what are you doing? Are you gonna make the turn? Or are we gonna have collision? We made it. It was close, but we made it. Okay. Maybe you should have pushed yourself back a little further. And we got a helicopter sitting over here. I love seeing the static traffic at the airports. I wonder if the static traffic changes based on what I've purchased for other aircraft. Yeah, we got a taxi down here and turn around, don't we? Well, yeah, we will restart. My aircraft. Okay. Alright. Then I need taxi. Did I not start the prop? Well, we didn't stop at the hold shore. Oh no, what is going on with the game? And this is 2020 doing it, being all laggy. Alright, let's get off the ground. Wow. I have stick all the way back and I am not climbing. Your aircraft. Wow. I should not have been able to pull stick, the left joystick on my control. I had it pulled all the way back and I was not gaining altitude, and I should have been in stall speed with that angle that I had to pull back at. Wow. Hopefully I got those these 2 waypoints, hopefully, we will. Maybe with this flight plan I picked, we will make it. But I only picked the church. I didn't exactly pick all these waypoints that we already on our way back. I was just trying to make sure we got where we need to, but we are probably gonna circle here to gain our altitude we need, and hopefully it is enough to get us over the volcano. If we do another crash, there's no way I can do another flight. It will just be my thing, right? My streams. My flight streams always end in crashes when I'm not in career mode. That just might be my thing. After so long fooling around, wasting time to do one flight, we end up crashing, right? That just might be my shtick, unintentionally. Wow, there was a... Did I put a waypoint out here? No, that's that lag. Okay. There we go. I think we're starting to bank back to the right. It looks like... Well, this water doesn't look correct. It's supposed to look like there are waves down there, but it looks really weird. So, there's a nameplate over there. Whether that's a live person or not, I don't know. But I am seeing a nameplate. Oh, now we're turning back to do the church? Oh, we already passed that waypoint. Alright, let's go back in then, into the cockpit. No sense in being outside. Are we on our magenta? I don't know if we're on the magenta yet. Well, you told me I was cleared for 5. I hope 5,000 feet is enough to get over this volcano. We're not gaining altitude. What are you doing there? You're going this wrong way there, altitude. I think a lot of the problem with these mountains and volcanoes here in Hawaii is the up and down draft. Maybe you could do gliders over here. I don't know. I forget what the range is for low altitude IFR, but I know we didn't need the high one. We could only go the max of 15. That's too low. That's too low. That's too low. Okay, I'm making it my aircraft. I know we can't make it over that mountain without me gaining some altitude here. We still have one traffic nameplate. Oh god, I just spiked myself there in the air. Not that hurt. Alright. Once I'm comfortable with it, in fact, we're not gonna drop really quick, I will hand it back. Once I know we've gotten over this canyon wall. Because I have a feeling we dip right now, really quick. Alright. Co-pilot's aircraft. Whoa. Oh. Wow. Those were some turbulence. Oh, man. Oh, thank goodness this wasn't one of those missions in career mode. The passengers would have freaked out for sure. Well, that scared me. I thought we were gonna crash. I was like, no. Man. Alright, so, on 24, there's the Essentials thing. It gives you a landing rate manager and gives signs on taxiways, or fixes some anyway. I've got to buy it. I gotta buy that for 24, so we can finally, I can have a landing rate manager when I do complete. Now, I don't know if it'll work in career mode, but when I do free flight, I'll have it. But I can't. I don't know if I can make that purchase just yet. Yeah, well, I could. I think it's only $5 to $6 for the upgrade. Alright, man, that scared me though. I thought we were crashing for sure with the way that happened. It was turbulence happening. Maybe we'll finally land at a destination tonight. In like 3 of our trips around the island chains of Hawaii. Oh, we almost landed at the Robin's Nest. If I had taken over, I thought the co-pilot could handle and land on the water. Nope. So I never got to do that thing I was hoping to do today. That if you watched my train sim video this morning that I was talking about, and I'll talk about here. I was hoping to start a Discord chat channel, a private chat channel of people that are interested in just that are on default APC, mainly Xbox players, that want to learn to do callouts because we don't have third-party software we can install to use for air traffic control. Someone can act as the controller while other people fly. If it's a one-on-one session, or if we have multiplayer turned on and the person can see everything. Today it was supposed to be me and my friend, and they were, I was hoping they would have done the, response as the controller, as I did callouts as the pilot. And they would have been watching my stream, and so they would have saw what I was doing, and been able to respond to my calls. And it was going to only be, like I said, invite only, just to keep it, stable. I don't know if there's an interest out there on YouTube. If you are hearing this and you're interested in that sort of thing, you can put it in my comments. Is there a way to put something in comments on Twitch? All I can say is if you are interested and you're on Twitch, you need to probably join me when you notice I'm live, and let me know in chat. And then once I'm off the stream, I will look up your Discord, and I will vet anybody that's interested make sure we don't get bots in the, that I'm trying to send a call to a bot. And, I would prefer you're already part of another server I'm mutually a part of. That's just me. That way I can kind of know who you are, or if you've been part of the community I'm part of. And we can go from there. Right now, I didn't do a test today. My friend wasn't able to get on, or wasn't able to let me know what was going on to get on and test it today. That's fine. I gotta make sure the Discord voice channel works before we figure out anything else. I'd create a server if I knew how to, but I don't think you can create well, if I have to, I will create a separate Discord server for the, right now it's called M2L-ATC. Mike 2 Lima Control right now is its handle. I'm thinking to change that once we're on comms. But right now, that's just its default channel name I have on my Discord is M2L-ATC. And because it's private, there's only 2 people in there right now. It's an interesting idea. I don't know if there's any real big interest out there. But I know a lot of people on Xbox, you know, we don't have the options that PC players have, and I didn't know if it was a way we could come together as a console community of flyers. This is an interesting approach we are doing. I don't know what was our last call. Let's turn to the Honolulu Center. What was the last call? Traffic, man. Final runway 10 to land. Well, I'm gonna do this. I think we're just descending. But we still have a hill or something to worry about here. And there's one of the islands we gotta hop to over there. With a waypoint on that we can see. Where is this plane? Name tag received. Okay, and we are going to Grant Field is where we're circling to descend for our final. There's one over there. See, now I've changed the setting for seeing things. Ah, thank God. Can't hear them, but I know they're out there. This is an interesting approach. And as far as I know, ATC didn't change our direction, and I believe I have the option on for them to not enforce my flight plan. They should do what's best, but they didn't change it. So we're coming in from the west, landing east, hopefully into the headwind. Was there an ATIS? I don't see us having an ATIS. But we are coming down. And then I will do like I've been doing. I'll go and we will look at our next leg, and I will plan it out and save that plan. Now, after we do Hawaii, I don't know what I want to do. Don't know. Because Hawaii is islands, it was small enough to do circuits around the whole island and stuff. I can't do that for every state in the U.S. Maybe we could go do the Bahama Islands, go to Bermuda, Bahama, come on, baby mama. And I'm gonna stop there before I get before I get a copyright strike on YouTube. The Caribbean islands. Maybe we go island hopping and touring down there. There's the Greek Isles. So there's stuff. Or I could just take all of Ireland and we could do a circuit around the whole thing. Isle of Man. Isle of Man might be cool. My aircraft. Your aircraft. There we go. That was a close call. What? No. What are you doing? My aircraft.
Stall.
Your aircraft. Maybe I didn't save it. I don't know if I saved this. And maybe I should have kept it under my control.
Stall.
My aircraft. Ah. All right. Oh man. No, I don't want to restart. Yes. Oh man. Almost. You know what I'm gonna do? We're doing this. We're landing tonight. All right. Departure from the volcano, and we're landing. Oh, whoa! What's going on? Okay. Just GPS direct. Yep. Okay. Look at that. It put it at 9,000. No wonder. No wonder 5,000 wasn't enough, and it was already vectoring me to land over here before we even did this. Okay. Alright. My fingers are on the keyboard for the command for Copilot. But this looks like it might be done really quick. Because it dropped us in the middle of nowhere. That wasn't enough, okay. You know what? Like I said, I'm finishing this. I'm tired of of ending things without landing somewhere. Oh, I didn't mean to do restart. Well, whatever. Okay. Alright. My aircraft. Folks, hand flying. Trying to do this.
Stall. Stall.
Alright, alright.
Stall.
Oh, man, these. Back to main menu. We're loading in at 15. Because we were still way too low there at 9.5. Alright. I will not be defeated by this stupid volcano. Departure. Arrival. One 5 0 0. Wait. One 5 0 0 0. There we go. For a minute there, I'm like, uh-oh. I almost put 1,500 feet. Alright. That is all good. Now. I'm determined tonight. If you guys are gonna painfully watch this later, you're gonna see at least us land somewhere. Why does it load in at 2,000 feet? My aircraft. Oh, I know why. I didn't pick my altitude on the takeoff screen. Alright. Wow, is that a waterfall? Yeah, that's a waterfall. Very, not moving one. But I don't think we should expect there to be a moving waterfall. Alright. How much of this hand flying do I gotta do before I have an idea of what I'm supposed to be doing here? Well, it's not my aircraft right now. But my hands are prepped. My hand is prepped. Alright, let's... Here's airport, Bandit Field, runway 10. Ugh. Look at that. Even their windows for the flight path are in the ground. Alright, my aircraft. Flaps are at full. And yeah, this is a grass field. I see where we are. Okay, I've spotted the flight line. At least I think this is. Yeah. Well, I hit the brakes as soon as we landed. We did land. Alright. I thought I was going slow enough to stop, but I did that way too long. I didn't want to nose down and gain more speed. We might not have landed at all. Oh, man. Alright. Should we take off from there to do the next leg? Because what did I say? We were gonna go around here and here. Alright. Yeah, we're not doing that. But now I need to find an airstrip that would have been closest from here. It would only been the one. Okay, got 2 offers for this. I'm not picking one. Alright, departure. And we're gonna have to come back up here to this island for our arrival. What are we gonna... Well, you know, we just add it to the favorites. I have plenty of these I'm adding to my wish list. Especially with them being like 12 bucks. I gotta be careful that I don't buy everything. And I'm buying stuff up here in 2020 because it is the more stable one right now. And they do transfer the 24 anyway, so... Okay. Alright. Since we gotta come back this way, and then fly back that way, maybe I'll just hit all these up at the same time. Well, okay, so... Gotta think about this. I mean, no matter how I pick these, it's gonna pick the best flight plan it thinks it should do. So. Okay, and this island will be by itself, but there was only the 2 airports, so all of this is going to be combined into one. Okay. Well. Oh, there's an airfield over there. Oops. Remove. And remove. Okay. That's an hour long. You think we should handle this one, folks? Alright. We're gonna do that, which of course screwed me up. Now I gotta redo it. Okay, but there was... Okay, so we're gonna take off from that one, and in the next flight, I'll add these in, because we have a airstrip right here. So, this is this flight. We're gonna pick ramp parking 10. As the departure. Okay. And we're handling it now. With IFR low altitude. Okay. And this is another half hour or 45-minute trip, so. And it looks like there's less about to do with this tiny little island. I wish I knew the name of them, but the next one we have one big island. We got that big island, and then we've got one more island after that trip. So, got 2 more Hawaii tour legs after this one. Oh, we're not getting screens on this one. What time is it? It is 2:52 p.m. Still don't know how they're doing a pushback like that. How do you do your own pushback? And of course it's raining for us right now. We got another, there's a name tag out there. And we're gonna run through some static aircraft. Are those Beach Kings? One of them's a business jet. They tell me I'm always speeding. The AI's going over 20 knots to taxi. We're not taking off the way the socket is blowing. We should be taking off coming this way. Unless we're taxiing all the way down the runway and turning around. I don't know what. What are you doing? Is that what you're doing? I guess so. Yeah, they went to the whole shore. Now they're coming this way. Alright, so we are taking off the way I thought we should be. Just not the way I thought they would have done this. Alright, interesting. I'm surprised we're going through this high of grass without a problem. It's like there's supposed to be taxiways and stuff here. Oh no, 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 no. You're gonna hit the damn building. Would you like to go to main menu? No, I guess I need to let it crash so I can hit restart. Alright. I thought there was something strange with how far we were going. Alright, we have clearance. Now let's do taxi. Let's listen to ATIS though for a second here. Okay, so that didn't help us there. Alright, but we know where to... I don't know if we should be taking off from this way, but it's sending us here. And I'm just gonna take off from this runway. Oh. Yeah, I didn't turn any of these on. Maybe everything's on. Okay. I might be fighting the wind, but we're taking off. What's the sock doing? Blowing. Okay, so yeah, we are taking off this way. To our, we're taking off into the wind to our left. Okay. Alright, we have more than enough runway, I believe. Well, that didn't work the way we'd want it to. Not my aircraft. Whoa! Is it still my aircraft? It is, it is. Wow. Wow. I thought we had the headwind in our favor there. I'm gonna keep trying this. I don't know what it is. There's something with the controls that F up when that happens. Look at that though. Look at that wind sock. We should be getting a real good headwind. You know what? It's gonna give us the best chance here, I hope. Alright, so 30 flaps helped. Alright, I gave it to the co-pilot. As we turn and fight the wind. Alright, we're off. And look at all that traffic down at the island below us. Or no, that's to the north. That must be, is that Honolulu traffic over there? Alright, there's the harbor. Are we not gonna hit my waypoints now? There's a lot of name tags over there. That's gotta be Honolulu air traffic. For all those plates to finally show up, name plates to show up. I think we're good, other than we have no avionics screens. And hopefully... But yeah, I had to do flaps 30. And then when I gave it to the co-pilot, I thought we were going to crash again because the stall warning. as we were turning into the wind, against the wind. They weren't getting that headwind anymore. We were getting that tailwind across our front. Okay, that is Lamai City below us. I mean, the city's right there, so the tag's kind of off, because, yeah, that's the city under us. You better not be shitting me. But okay. You better not hit anything. Because I see mountain and I see clouds. Yeah, that's Honolulu traffic out that way. Can't even see the island to the north of us. But yeah. Are we high enough for this? I'm gonna say no. My aircraft. Your aircraft. I did that. I think I had to. I might not have had to there, but I did it anyway. And we got over the cliff. Now, these aren't on. No wonder as things weren't looking right. Now, granted you can't see I can't see it, but now I know the lights are on. Go for it. You gave me the increase after the fact I climbed over something. Why are you telling me to, we got a distance to go? Well, I mean, it's not, but why? Why are you vectoring me to 2,000 feet? We're about to go feet wet across the channel, and you have me at like 2,000 feet, okay? Look, there's a plane behind us. Somewhere off that way. Did I pick this? See, some of the times I'm not sure if it's a waypoint I picked after we load in, because I see points of interest in here that weren't showing up when we picked the flight. And I'm gonna just keep going until I'm getting really tired tonight. So we might finish this, even though I've stopped and redid stuff. Alright, what is going on in YouTube tonight that I watch? Someone doing something I don't care too about. There's, of course, someone. We're over water. I'm not even paying attention right now. Nothing to add to my watch later playlist. Are we gonna land? Are we going to land? And this one's the most promising so far. This iPad, granted, its screen is on and not going dim, but it already lost half its power in the time we've been on. And that's been what? I don't know how long we've been on right now. We just plug her in anyway. Alright, it's now. Hopefully it's now not gonna die on me. 140 minutes? Whoa, so over 2 hours now. This looks like the most promising attempted landing yet. I mean, Magnum looked good. I didn't think that the AI was going to crash into the water there. At the robin's nest. I'm feeling pretty good. Like I said, I think we might finish these last 2 islands off tonight. I'm just sitting here flying, well, flying when I need to. I'm not really concentrating very much. I'm pretty much relaxed. I'm not hurting. No one's lurking, but and I don't know how to get people to come in. I think Nate was busy doing other stuff tonight. He is an hour behind me. There's only one person of mine that is on. Who else is on? No, just Ibanez. Ibanez is the only other person on right now. Everybody else might be watching him. Alright. Pay attention to what's going on, Maddie. If you want to actually make one, if you might have to take control. And of course, there's no waypoints here. We're just landing, and then we will pick up from this airport and go around this island. I still do it like it's each individual thing. I'm not gonna break up my video into segments. Okay, so there's the island we were at, and then we went there. This is the first time I've actually done a water crossing. Just because I kind of had to. I mean, I could have just done one full circuit of that island. But there was the only one airport there. I wonder how this would have been if I actually had picked, like, from the farthest west and went and then picked the airport to the farthest east in the chain and all the waypoints in the middle. How crazy that plan will be. That definitely would be more than an hour, so we can look at that and do that one as I mean a full trip, I guess, if I wanted to. We are in, well, we have flaps deployed. The computer, the co-pilot has done that at 20 flaps, and we have an asphalt runway. Are we turning a join or what? Well, I don't know what we're doing. Oh. I thought maybe we were starting to turn. Looks like we're just rocking back and forth. Are we descending very slowly? Alright, now we're turning. I probably didn't need to do that call, but I was not sure. And we might have problems with this island because we definitely have a mountain. At least the water looks like it's moving below us tonight. Or in Hawaii, it's afternoon. Right. Are we... Well, I don't know what portion of the landing we are in. We haven't gotten our circuit. Okay. So I don't know what's going on here. I'm just sitting here watching because we went out, we came up the channel, whatever you want to call this. We went past, then we circled. Now what are we doing? Ah, okay. They still haven't fixed that problem where it tells us 3 times. Alright. So we're turning. We just turned to do our... That was the downwind. Okay. Well, I don't think I need to take control at any point in this part so far. So. Alright. Well, if it wasn't for me handling the takeoff, we would not be this successful this time. Because for some reason the co-pilot couldn't figure it out. Whereas, yeah, flaps 10 was not enough. I had to go flaps 30. Although you'd think flaps 10 would have been more than enough with a headwind the way it was. Surprised I needed any. Okay. My aircraft. Alright. Oh, we're not restarting. That was my fault. That was definitely my fault. Alright, folks. We will eventually have some success here. So, where did I land? Right here? Or crash? Was that a lava? Yeah, that was throwing off. I was like, the hell? There's lava down there. Alright. Did I already? Yep, okay. Departure. Alright. And arrival over here. Oh, more than one option, so forget it. Alright, is there anything? Of course there is. Cliff House. And then we got Dragon Teeth. Is that all? Okay. Now we'll head this way. Former sugar mill. Well, I want these. I don't know that we did that and then came back. Okay. Beach Park. Well, come on. There we go. Okay. This one might not be as wacky. And I think this one will have to be the last because there is quite a bit here and we might have problems with this anyway. Because this is a big island. So we'll just plan this one. And we'll do it next time. Because there is quite a bit here. And, like I said, there could be fun things to do with. Oh, there is. There is another airport here. Okay. Look at this craziness already. Of circuit. Okay, so we do have an airport here. Huh? Something to add to the list, wish list. The problem is I'm flying these now, and I probably will never come back and fly these unless I remember to buy the things and check them out. With the upgrade, but that's why if I buy them here, they may be in 24. Did I pick that? Yeah. Okay. Oh, we've got we'll have another volcano. Is that everything? That will be everything. Well, folks, next is the island of Kalua, I believe is this island. And whatever this little thing is, and when we stop here, we'll only have this one to do, and that will be the whole chain. Because that flight plan right there is 1 hour and 30 minutes, and I know we have a mountain range here to deal with. So, and over here, because that's the volcano. And we want to make that. No, I'm not messing with that now. No, I should have did that before I picked the waypoints. And we want 15000. Okay. Hopefully that's enough. File. Save. Wait, not load. Whoa. Save. So 4. We might get in 1 more or 2 more trips. 4 or 5 legs. I don't know. Let's save the plan. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed my hilariousness of never actually landing anywhere tonight. Most of that, the last one was due to me thinking I could handle that. And then something happened at the end and I couldn't. So, you see that it's my fault. I didn't handle the takeoff that the computer couldn't handle. Though, so. Alright, folks. I think tonight went long enough. We're just shy of 3 hours. And I did about 2 or 3 hours this morning. So, don't know if we'll do 2 streams tomorrow. Maybe we'll do some career in the morning. It's pretty much flight sim almost every day. 2 days of the week is train sim, just because I I get more bored with that than this one, obviously. Or, not obviously, but just, for some reason, it's more boring to me. I like it. It's interesting, but I also get really bored with it real quick. That's why there's only 2 days a week. I have not thought, I have yet figured out if I want to add another game into the mix. Again, please, if you want any of my back playlists that are not here, come over to YouTube at Maddie L. Lynn at youtube.com. Please subscribe, like my videos over there. And if you interested in that, learning to do ATC or call outs, and you don't have access to third party, please find a way to drop me a message. You can find me, or look up Maddie L. Lynn on Discord, or on YouTube, obviously. Here on Twitch. I don't know if there's a way you can get a hold of someone, drop someone a message on Twitch. I'm still fairly new, and I don't know as someone that's just looking for other people on Discord if you have to find it through a mutual friend. However, if you are a part of the Night Wolf Wolfpack community, you can look me up in there. I'm on that server, and then you'll be able to send me a direct message through there. I think I don't want to get I'll okay, I say I don't want to, but maybe I need to, because that's the only way to grow this. And if I get enough interest, we will create a separate server for the flight group that where we use radios and practice ATCs. So Discord is Maddie L. Lynn _ 62 625 552 62552. I'm very bad at knowing how to put links into places. It asks for a link name and then the URL. I know what the web address is, and I'm just not sure how to do it. Plus, legally blind. It stresses me out. Gives me a headache. Trying to see something, trying to figure something out. It's not working. Like I said, I can't even get my damn alerts to work here, and I do not know how to get my my thing to work to raid. But we'll try that again here. Who is it? Ibanez again? We'll try. I don't know if I can raid as a party of one. Maybe that's the issue. Let's see here. Apparently you hit try to do a raid, and then you okay, raid. Okay. Alright, I'm still not sure exactly. I don't know if this works. Anyway, Thanks for staying, folks. Bye.